The last element required to have an enforceable contract is legality. So what does legality involve? The most obvious illegal contract would be one that has a purpose that is forbidden in a criminal statute. And so a contract for murder or for the sale of illegal drugs is illegal, and a court would never enforce that contract. Then we have some contracts that violate other laws, maybe not criminal statutes. An example is a contract with an excessive interest rate under the state law, and this is called usurious or a usury contract. It will not be enforced by the state. And then we get into some certain types of contracts that may or may not have terms that offend the common law or some statutory laws. Two examples of this are releases. Chances are you've signed a release. When I take my children to a trampoline park, I have to sign a release. Is that enforceable? Can I sign away their rights? What exactly am I releasing? Negligence, intentional acts? And so courts will examine these documents often to find if they are legal or have aspects that are not going to be enforced. And then also we have a type of contract called a non-compete, and that tends to be in an employment context where an employee gives up a right to compete with its original employer. And sometimes courts might find that these offend because they're too broad, either in duration or geography or purpose. One final type of contract is a sweepstakes. Chances are you've seen where you can go into a fast food restaurant or a grocery store and get game pieces to play a game. The store's trying to get customers to come in, caught up in the fun of the game. Is that a gambling contract, which would be illegal? Gambling is a game of risk, so you have risk, where somebody has to buy in. So it's two aspects, buy in and risk. The way that these sweepstakes typically avoid being illegal gambling contracts is, in the small print, you'll see the words, no purchase necessary, which means that actually you can walk into those stores or write to those companies and ask for game pieces without making any purchases. So there is no buy-in. Thus, to be enforceable, a contract must satisfy this final requirement of legality.